That fucking cinema pass that I got you for your birthday was the best thing you've ever done.
Oh, babe.
I've turned you into a cinephile.
I'm obsessed. Oh, no, I love the cinema beforehand, but now I have no excuse not to go because it's free.
What snacks did you get?
None. We were too late. We had to run in. We were running late. Because I was coming back from the hen.
And you like the ads?
I love the ads. I was gutted. I know, but the actual...
One thing you need to know about PJ Kirby is PJ Kirby will be there for the ads for the cinema, and also made me appreciate being there for the ads. You know, if like a movie starts at 9:15, and you'd be like, oh, get the 9 o'clock, the movie just be starting.
No, girl.
No, I want to be there for 9:15 as well.
Like when I was younger, like I wanted to make the trailers for films. That's what I wanted my job to be until someone told me that I couldn't do that and it wasn't a job. But then I was so confused. So I was like, how were they there?
How did they do it?
How did they create it?
It's your favourite quiz, back in your ears. It's I'm Grandmam.
Hey girlies, I'm Kevin.
And I'm PJ.
And welcome back to
I'm Grandmam. Woo! From the London Underground. Woo-hoo!
Coming at you live from Stratford Station. Girls, we're doing some Vox Pops.
We're on the train tracks. No, we're not. We're staying, well, I'm staying in a hotel and I think the train must run through the hotel.
You know what? I think what I need to do for my bedroom is I need to get bunk beds.
Yeah, babe.
What if I was to just get bunk beds and then anytime you're staying over, you don't need to pay for a hotel?
And then who's getting the top bunk?
Well, I'm used to sleeping on the top bunk.
But you're used to being the bottom.
But I'm used to being the bottom, girls. No, I wish.
I know.
Another thing that's going to go unticked on my...
No, you still have the second half. What? Not even halfway through the year, are we? January, February, March, April, May.
No, girl,
June,
we are.
We're just... No, we're not.
No, we're going into the 8th month, girl.
Okay. Yeah.
Girl, we're going into Q.
You don't know the cues.
I do, girl.
You don't know
it's 4 quarters. You divide it by 12. It's 3 months. We're going into the 3rd quarter. We are in the 3rd quarter.
Oh, guys, we're going into the 3rd quarter.
No, we're in Q3 already.
We're in Q3 already. Let's hear for Q1 and 2.
But imagine if I had the bunk beds.
Okay.
Also, PJ doesn't just pay for a hotel. Typically, he charges it to the brand who are...
Oh, we charge the brand. But now, last time I bought that box. Remember?
What box?
When I stayed in the container.
Did you talk about it?
Yeah, I talked about it already, and you better slide the DMs and give me a free stay. Do I want a free stay? It's about €2 to stay there. I want a free stay in more hotels.
But do you? You don't like a hotel stay?
No, I don't. I'm lying. But I'm just a home bird. I want to be at home. I just don't get, like, especially if it's only one night. Why do people want to, like, pack up their whole lives, go into a room for one night? Do you not like your house that much?
Do you understand the purpose of hotels? At all, or are you missing the point completely?
I think I do miss
People
the point.
go to visit a new city or they're going on a trip
but you know
and they stay in a hotel, girl.
No, but you know
because they're not near their own home.
No, but you know sometimes you'd be like in Cork, for example, and then a couple would be like, oh, it's our anniversary, so we're staying in the Montanari Hotel for the night. And I'm like, why?
Because they want a break from it all, girl.
Yeah, but it's not a break because you have to pack up all your stuff and then all your toiletries and everything, all your home comforts. You have to try and get them all into a suitcase. You check in and you're nearly checking out then.
Girls, this is just to give you an indication of how back and forth I am the whole time and how often I fly.
Yeah.
I keep my toiletries nowadays, like even when I'm at home in London, I just keep them in the clear plastic bag.
Okay.
Like, that's my toiletry bag, is one of the airport clear plastics because... Like, there's no point in dishing them out and dishing them in because I'm on the go so much. Oh my God, it's tough.
It's tough, but also, I do think you're onto something here with the bunk beds, but...
Yeah, and you know...
But then if you had a fellow over, would he be like, why'd you have bunk beds in the room?
And I'll go, sleepover! I go, I hope you brought the popcorn, girl.
No, that would work because you don't like sleeping next to people.
I don't... this is what I was thinking.
You get a double... You can get a bunk bed and it's like a double on the bottom and a single on top. So after you get the ride, you can go, okay, you can pop upstairs now.
Pop up, or will I pop up and imagine in the morning me just swinging my head down and going, morning!
Yeah! I love that actually.
Like, coffee?
Yeah, that's perfect, babe.
And you know, like one of the cool bunk beds. Now, I was always jealous of the cool bunk beds when I was younger because we had to get like the basic setup.
Yeah.
You know, because, well, one, out of economic necessity.
Yeah, yes.
But also two, like in terms of space, we were restricted, so we had to just do the typical one up, one down, right?
Yeah.
You know, when the girls were coming out with the ones that ran perpendicular to each other.
Don't talk to me about that now.
And then there was a bit of a space for like a study desk.
I Like on my wish list when I was younger, I would have killed somebody to have a bed. I don't know, like obviously you're on about the bed that comes out from underneath it, but I even just wanted an elevated bed, and then underneath I could have loads of room for activities, and
activities
I could have
underneath.
I could have my desk. I was saying I wanted a bean bag,
and you could do a bit of camouflage as well.
I was gagged about that. Do you ever see in America when they're moving into their dormitories and they have their bed necessarily touching the ceiling?
Yeah.
What's that about? If you're a cunty bunk bed brand,
Get
reach
on to
out.
me.
Because surely they have like a kind of like one from Copenhagen, I presume.
And because I grew up in a bunk bed.
Yeah.
That makes me sound like...
You did grow up in a bunk bed.
But I did.
That sounds like Little Man Who Lived in a Shoe.
I grew up in a bunk bed, girl.
That's the name of your memoir.
I grew up in a bunk bed.
How old are you?
Always a top, never a bottom.
Yeah, always. Were you always at the top?
Always at the top.
Always at the top.
Yeah.
What's better? Like, it's the top, right? Top is better.
Well, then when I was like 18, 19, I started drinking.
Yeah.
And like if I had to wake in the middle of the night for a piss, and I was on the top bunk and coming down that ladder.
I used to be afraid of the top bunk because when I used to go to Jordan's house, if he was on the top bunk and Aaron was on the bottom, Aaron would be like kicking the bunk and he'd be flying up into the air.
Yeah. If we got in fights, my brother would be kicking.
Girls. So we still have a lot of the air to reach our goals. Like you could bottom by the end of this year.
And I could have a bunk bed and you could be staying with me in the bunk beds.
Yeah. I have a new goal to add to my list, girls, and it's that we ban prosecco. I just think it's time we talked about it.
And champagne only?
No, champagne only, yeah. Because
champagne only name of the
champagne only name, champagne showers, girls, let's go. Because I was at Mercer Buckley's hen, right?
Yeah.
And like we went to like a drag, it was like a drag kind of
event.
It was like a drag dinner, like because it was finger food. It wasn't brunch. You know what I mean? We were there anyway. Me and Elaine would go in like, I'll buy a bottle of prosecco, you buy a bottle of prosecco, we'll share it. And that happened about 4 times. I woke up in the morning, girls, with the worst headache. I felt like I was hemorrhaging. I felt like there was going to be blood coming out of my ears. It's like a special kind of headache that prosecco gives you. So I'm going to start a petition to ban it.
Is it to do with the
sugar content, I
sugar
think.
content, and what else are they adding to the wines?
Sulfates.
Is there sulfates in a Prosecco?
Because I put up my story being like, we need to ban Prosecco, and then everyone's going, so you're anti-Secco. And I thought that was funny. Because I'm not pro-Secco, I'm anti-Secco.
You're not pro-lapse, you're anti-lapse.
Yeah. Oh, it's giving this to Tiara Sky.
You could take it as your drag name.
No, I'm Siobhan Your Knickers.
Anti-Sicko.
I like it, but I'm Siobhan Your Knickers till I die now.
Maybe your drag daughter could be Anti-Sicko.
Anti-Secco. Yeah, I love that. But we'll do the petition. We're going to get the signatures and we're going to take it to government.
How did it feel carrying the burden on the hen of being the only gay? Was it a lot, or did you slip into the role?
Guys,
and did you shine?
I love hens. I love hens and stags. Everyone always complains about them. I love them. It's so fun. I've never not enjoyed myself on a hen or a stag.
Yeah, but I think when you're there, everyone just kind of enjoys.
But everyone to be complaining.
And I love a hen as well. Mine, I don't like when it goes on too long.
Yeah, no,
I think we should just do a one day and we're done.
This was perfect. It was one and done.
That's what I say about it always. 24 hours.
It was 24 hours, done.
Yeah, but that's the issue that a lot of people have with hens is the fact that
they go on too long.
You spend the day drinking.
Yeah.
You're after telling every randomer on the group who you're meeting for the first time all of your difficulties in your marriage and all of your childhood trauma.
I broke every one of the NDAs we signed on that hen.
Good.
I was telling the whole of Cork all my business.
And then the next day you have to look at them again and rally the troops, and they're like, oh, and by the way, we're going to do this dance class as well.
No, it's not, don't do the activity. That's what I loved about it. There was no activity. And I did definitely fulfill my role as head gay in charge. I was the only fella there. Now, there was a homophobic taxi driver on the way in. That's neither here nor there. He goes, you can't go to the hen. You're a man. And I goes, yeah, but I'm gay. And he goes, you are not a gay. Gays are all this. And they're all limp wrists. And they're all like, I'm gay.
He was describing me.
And then I was like, okay, I need to be gayer. Because obviously I'm passing a straight going
Which
to the hen.
Which is awful.
But it was fun. We went around Cork, done the drag, done a bit of karaoke. I done Bum Bum Pow. Just because I wanted to do the bit, people in the place. If you want to get down. She ate on that one.
She did. She ate on every track.
But I really shone when I got to the advice book. So they were passing around an advice book for Marissa and Dara
Right.
going into their marriage, right? Everyone was writing like heartfelt like notes. I was a few Prosecco's deep, I'm not going to lie, had this moment and I kind of like popped off my Angelou kind of found rotting, you know what I mean?
Let me hear it.
I said...
Honey and milk.
I said, schedule sex, right? And I said, the world gets busy, make sure you do too. Sorry, that's poetic.
Schedule sex.
Schedule sex.
Who's scheduling sex?
Schedule sex. The world gets busy.
I heard that bit. But
make sure you do too.
so what be like, oh, we'll have sex next week on the Saturday?
No, like if say no, if you're a married couple, you have kids, like you don't want to let your sex like go to the wayside. You need to be like, okay, come on, let's try and have sex this Friday.
You put in the Google Cal.
I put in the Google Cal, yeah, and then you can like get
Are people doing that?
You can moisturize your body. You can like eat whatever you want. You can like feel good about yourself, and then you can get the ride
And get a minder for the kids?
Yeah, if you want to, yeah, like or if they could be out with their friends or whatever. But or like even if you don't have kids, I still think like if you're with someone for a long period of time, it's healthy to like make the effort to schedule in sex.
I suppose life does get busy, but also what I would have included in that note is, but also allow for the spontaneity and the random blowjob of it all.
But like the Maya Angelou of it all was when I just did the one-liner, the world gets busy, make sure you do too. It's a double entendre.
I don't like the term get busy for sex.
It's the double meaning. No, but guys, I had the girls shook. They all goes, amazing.
Yeah, just keep having sex, girls.
Yeah,
if you
but
want.
you can't leave everything up to spontaneity because then it just won't happen. And also we schedule in stuff like if you want to go for a spa day, you'll schedule in the spa day, you'll go to the spa day. This is also a quote from Jenny Keane, by the way, my girlie, love her to bits. Sexologist. Are you a sexologist or a sexpert? What does she prefer?
Sexpert, probably.
Sexologist is kind of cunty as well, so
Yeah.
you can have that one for free, Jenny. But she was like, when you schedule in a spa day, you go to the spa day, you still enjoy the spa day as much. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, even though it's like planned.
You plan the spa day, you go get your massage or whatever, you still enjoy the massage as much as you would if like one day randomly you goes, come on, we go get a massage.
That's true, actually.
Do you know what I mean?
I had a clip come up on my feed there recently about a one who said she saved her marriage by having sex every day.
Every day, that would be a bit crazy. Hope they couldn't handle it, baby.
Yeah, like, is every day not a lot?
I don't want to have sex every day.
Neither do I.
No.
Because then are you changing the sheets every day?
And what's coming out at the end? Dust.
Or like you're nearly sick of the sight of them.
You wouldn't be sick of this. I'd just be wrecked. Like you'd
Probably like...
like maybe in my teens I would have been having sex every day. Like
What?
Like when you're a teenager, like you'd be having sex every day. Like when you're horny.
I had sex when I was 21 for the first time.
Okay.
But when I definitely wasn't a teenager.
But when you're going through puberty, like when you're like around 18,
oh,
like
yeah,
you'd
mad
be
for
like,
it.
Yeah. You'd be mad for it. But we're in our 30s now, like.
Girls, some of you just need to be open. I'm joking.
No, I do think though, girlies, scheduling sex.
Scheduling sex. I think that's
before
fair.
I was under the impression of like if I schedule it, it kind of loses the magic. And
it almost makes it seem like a chore.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Whereas I think it's the opposite now. I've reframed my brain and it's like it actually makes it a priority rather than something you think about last minute. You're like, we should prioritize being intimate together and like fucking each other's brains out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Plan it.
And also it's nice because sometimes like say
do you have a specific day of the week?
Oh, I don't do it that often. I just be riding all the time, like. But like,
but you just say.
But you know,
sometimes you'd be like, "Oh, we haven't been doing bits in a while."
Yeah, you'd get like a dry spell, like, because you'd
be like, "Oh, we'll have a date night, and then after we can."
Yeah.
And let's get someone to mind the cats.
Oh, girl, before no one's having sex after the date night. After you have your dinner, girl, no.
Oh, sorry, you mean proper date night? Yeah, you go out for your dinners.
Oh, girl, you're doing sex. This is how you do it. You see each other. You go, "How's it going?" Have your showers, whatever, right? Have a decent ride.
Post showers.
You have to be clean having sex, girl.
Yeah, of course. Are we not clean generally?
No, I feel sexier when I'm just out the shower.
Yeah, but then are you showering again post sex?
Yeah. Rinse.
You see, you shower too often, but this is another story for another day. There's no wonder there's water shortages. Forget fucking AI. It's you cleaning your body every 3 hours.
Babe, you just said you fly so much you don't take your toiletries out of your fucking bag, so shut up. Like the person who's killing the planet isn't me with my 2 showers a day. It's you
Girl,
with your
I'm not
private
getting on
fucking jet.
No, I'm not getting on a private jet. And also, just so you know, if you're a man on Hinge and you're taking a picture of you in a private jet, it's the most embarrassing thing in the world. Oh my God, I was locked and I sent a fella a message on Hinge.
What?
Oh my
Show
God,
us.
I got Tom to do a voice note.
Okay, brilliant. Bring that up. Well, let me finish my advice. You get out of the shower, you have sex, you go back into the shower, you get ready, go for dinner, and then you have the post-sex glow, and then you're not too full after the dinner to have sex.
Yeah, I don't really like having.
I also don't like having sex after drink. So if I had a few drinks and we were getting a bit frisky, I'd be like, let's just have sex tomorrow. I enjoy it more when I'm not drunk.
I think we spoke before about the morning sex was generally is kind of
morning sex.
And then you wake up and sheets straight away into the washing machine.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then you have fresh sheets that evening.
Fresh sheets that evening.
Perfect, girls.
And it's nearly like, now this is the Catholic guilt creeping in again. You're washing away the sins.
Okay.
Do you know?
I don't agree. But
no, I
okay.
don't agree. But also,
I get you.
But also, they were onto something.
I think you're washing away bodily fluids.
Oh my God, he unmatched me.
Oh no.
But luckily,
what did you say?
But luckily, I sent it into the
group chat.
The lads. 1 second. Where is it? Basically,
what?
This guy. Did I record his thing as well? Oh, I did. I don't know. Should I play his? Because there's that a bit of invasion of privacy.
Yeah, don't play him.
Basically, he was like, I go crazy for like spending quality time with each other in the morning. And he goes, and don't be surprised when I say, how do you like your... But he like really earnestly starts singing, how do you like your eggs in the morning?
Not having a laugh, like he was, okay.
Not having a laugh, but then you can send voice...
You can send voice notes back.
You can send voice notes on Hinge.
Because that was his prompt or whatever.
That was his prompt.
Okay.
And I was playing it for Tom, and then I can't believe you unmatched me.
Let me see.
This back.
That's how I like my eggs in the morning. I like mine with garnish, chili oil or pesto, and a little bit of sour raspberry. That's how I like my eggs in the morning.
And he unmatched ya.
Now, does it just sound like we're taking the piss out of him?
Well, obviously, babe.
No, but I kind of wasn't. I was like, actually, if he is like, oh, that's hilarious, I'm dead at the unmatching.
I'm living for,
some pesto.
yeah, what?
Yeah.
Why didn't you sing back to him?
Oh, I was locked. We were locked.
Okay.
We were howling. Oh my God.
I'm dead.
That is fucking brilliant. How did we get to there? Oh yeah, talking about the sex.
That's it?
Yeah. I see again, and again. That's why I'm glad we're doing another season of Help Me Buy a Home, because there are so many people I think who are like still living with their parents, or you know, they're not living with their partner because they can't get a gaff because of the housing crisis. And how much sex are Irish people having? Like, do they ask that in the census?
They should. Girls.
They need to start
add it
asking
to the
that in the
census.
census. Like, are people actually having sex?
I think they are, lads. I do think if you're with someone for a long period of time, you'll go through phases of like having loads of sex and having none. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's not
That's
constant.
natural.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
we need to do. I think we need. It's about time we did like a proper like sex ep on main. I know we tend to talk about like more
sex ep on main.
Sex ep on main.
Yeah, we'll do
I know
it.
we tend to talk about more like intimate things, I suppose, on Don't Tell Mama and stuff. But there's no reason why we should deprive the listeners on main of like diving into that subject.
Yeah. Sex ep on main. Write
Should
it down.
we maybe do it?
Yeah.
So overall, what would you give the hen at the weekend?
10 out of 10 girls. Hen with my Cork girlies. I'll take it every day. That's why I think. That's why I think I like hens, because I'm with people who aren't boring. I wouldn't be going on a hen with like the boring girlies. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, do you ever see sometimes?
Do you have any boring friends? Do you think?
No, you see, I don't. All my friends are laugh.
See, all my friends are probably a laugh, but also I have the friends who might be a bit more subdued in a social setting.
But you not think?
But they still
Let the hair down when they're with ya.
let their head down when they're with me, but also like they regulate me too, and actually sometimes I need that.
Oh, okay, I get you.
You know, a bit of regulation.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you know what I mean? You're that
I know
friend,
what you mean,
But
yeah.
still, also, you can also be the friend who might not necessarily be the one like tearing up shapes on the dance floor or going absolutely wild, but you're the friend who finds me absolutely hilarious. So that's enough for me.
I thought you'd be like the friend who does the little quips to the side, you know.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I love a little quip, you know.
A quip is good as well.
Or like, you know, there was a lot of this now at the Hen. A lot of like non-verbal communication across the table. Like something happens and I'd give an eye. And Jenny
eye.
Brady would give an eye back. You know what I
That's
mean?
the thing. Also, you know, because we're talking about people who are a bit of a laugh and some people who aren't as much of a laugh. You know, the absolute trauma when you like arrive to a function, or if like everyone's going to like a dinner and you kind of try and suss out the scenario and who's sitting where, and you're afraid to sit down too early in case other people sit elsewhere. Nothing worse than going somewhere, going to a dinner, going to a party and sitting down and realising you're in the boring section.
And you're next to the boring cousin that didn't want to invite the boring cousin, but you had to invite them. Kind of vibes.
And then you hear one laugh up the other end of the table, or you see people having a bit of a kick in your down, and you're like, I might as well not be here. But there's nothing you can do.
It's like, now, this is obviously an extreme version. It's like when they built the Berlin Wall and people got separated from the laugh. Isn't it? It's like when, imagine, like, that's what it feels. That's what it feels like. It feels like I'm on one side of Germany and all my friends are on the other, and we're separated by the wall. Do you know what I mean?
Tear it down.
I want to tear
We're
the wall.
We're not meant to build
walls. And then I'm trying to like be like, guys, we all switch places for the laugh, or like, oh, musical chairs. Do you know what I mean?
Especially if it's like a group of buddies that like you're like really close with. Saying if there's like a trio and you're kind of you're part of the four, right? And they're like saying something, and then you're like, what was that? What? And you're like.
It's like, and like if you're sitting with all the boring people, now I feel so bad, but like these
some people,
hypothetical boring people. But if you're sitting and then everyone's skitting laughing at one end of the table, and then you're tuning back in and you're like, oh, so you went with Magnolia for the living room. I'm like, okay.
I've done it before where I've been at like an event where they do the name tags. Girls,
swap them over. Girl.
I moved mine.
Yeah.
That's okay. This is a good tip for you guys. If you're ever at a function where they're doing, now if you're at a wedding, you can't really because it's all done up properly.
Yeah.
But you can, because sometimes you can adjust who you're sitting next at the table. You might be able to swap tables, but you could definitely sort it out at the table. Girls, get into that room early. Just say you need to, oh, hey, would you mind if I was to pop in, do a switcheroony?
How could we, like, but also, I just think...
Because, sorry, no offence, but if someone's arriving to that function and they see their name next to Kevin Toomey's name tag, they're going, this is the best day of my life. Girls, cancel... Cancel the wedding man because this is all the entertainment I need. I'm not listening to the speeches. I'm listening to the ad libs.
Do you feel though at events like that you need to like perform?
Oh yeah, but girl, I said this before, but and people might be like, "Oh, Jesus, is that not exhausting?" Yeah, it is.
It is, girl.
But is it also enriching, and does it make me feel better about myself having people laugh at everything that comes out of my mouth? Absolutely.
There was one girl at the Hen. She wasn't a part of the Hen, but she was. There was another hen. So it was a hen off.
The rival hen.
There was a rival hen. We won because they didn't have a team, girl. They didn't have a team. We were rocking the gaff. We were all in black. We were uniform. Anyway, she comes up and she's like, oh my God, freaking out. Literally like the biggest fangirl moment I've ever seen in my life. She was close to tears, right? She was locked, right?
Yeah.
She rang her friend. She made me talk to her friend and everything. And then her other friend came up and goes, who's that? And then her face dropped. And she goes, I just know you from TikTok. I go, so you don't even know who I am, girl?
I don't even know.
I was like, the podcast, I'm grandma. She was like, I was like, you don't listen to the podcast.
Then I don't stop for people.
What?
When they go, oh my God, I love your podcast. What's my name? What's my name?
Okay, Rihanna.
But what's my name? Literally, what's my name?
Oh, Nana. Oh, what's my name?
But literally, the amount of people are like, oh my God, I love your pod. I love your TikToks. What's my name? What's my name is the name of the end.
What's my name?
But what is my name?
I always know, and I need to stop saying it because they're probably going to send me a cease and desist. I always tell people we're the two Johnnies. Like constantly, like since that time in the pharmacy. Every time someone goes, what podcast do you have? I go, do you know the two Johnnies?
But there's podcasts that I don't actively listen to.
Yeah.
But I watch their clips on social. I know who's who.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
You would, yeah. You know the names.
You know the names.
Yeah.
Kevin and PJ, girl.
Trixie, Kasia.
Do you know what I mean?
You know who's who.
Exactly. Like
we should get like name tags or whatever.
I'm not wearing a name tag. I'm fucking famous. Do famous people wear name tags? No, they fucking don't.
Anyway, let's go on to the theme.
Let's go on to the theme, girls.
The theme for this week is movie sets.
My Alexa won't connect to the Wi-Fi in this fucking hotel, probably because there's too much disturbance with the train tracks.
The railroad.
We do apologise if you are hearing trains in the background. But anyway.
But isn't it nice? It's like atmosphere.
It's a bit of atmosphere. And look, we're real.
We should have done like an old-timey episode about the railroad.
Oh, we could do. And also, this is where it all started. Like, Stratford would always have a special place in my heart because it's where we started our dream.
You need to take that kitchen table with you wherever you go.
No, it's filthy.
I know, we need to hang it.
I want a mid-century mod.
But babe, what about the museum? When we do like the I'm Grandma Museum, we have the mic and we have the old table.
But okay, real talk, and I'll play the song really quick right now. Really quick right now. Really quick right now. Should I be actually hanging on to some shit that I think is like
I think so, like
useless junk?
And like sometimes like I was like, oh, I'll throw out this old I'm Grandma t-shirt, but I'm like, no, I'll keep that.
No, I'm never getting rid of stuff like that. But like, do I need to think about other bits? Like I have the OG microphone.
Yeah.
I have like the merch bits.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't have the big tote because they were really popular, and I think I ended up giving it to someone else.
No, they're the best. It's the best thing I've ever.
We
got.
need to do a restock.
Also, guys. Is merch store live? No, it's not.
We haven't put the merch store live. It will be for August.
By this time. And now it's probably sold out by now. Hopefully.
Actually, it's sold out. So sorry if you didn't get it.
Right. The theme for this week is movie sets.
Alexa, play Lights, Camera, Action by Kylie. It's not Alexa.
Playing Lights, Camera, Action by Kylie.
Oh my god! So much backlash online when we said Padam Padam wasn't in top 10 and wasn't a great song.
Or did people disagree with me? I only read the positive comments.
Disagree?
No, they all agreed with me.
Or did they just agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's not backlash, is it?
Oh, people are getting on. I reshared the teaser and there's a load of people in the DMs and I goes, fight with a ball. I'm literally right.
No, not her finest number again.
Yeah, but still, like this is 2024.
Yeah.
How long after Better the Devil You Know is this? Like, and she's still releasing.
Do you know what my favourite
track.
Kylie song is?
What?
Get out of my way, get out of my way. It came on shuffle yesterday.
It's so good.
And I nearly drove the car off the road. Oh, okay. So I'm back into this one now.
And look at that. Alexa, stop. Why am I doing the charade of it all? Oh, there's a Confidence Man remix in there.
No, I actually love the chorus. Actually, Kylie, I'm so sorry. I love that. But Get Out of My Way came on when I was on the motorway driving back from Cork, and I nearly.
What's the worst thing that could happen to you? I learned the original choreography before. Jared,
Babe, when the chorus kicked in, I nearly broke the sound barrier. I was going so fast on the motorway, I had to slow down.
When I was at college, one of the teachers who would dance in the Get Out of My Way music video, or else maybe he just danced for a live performance of it, but like with Kylie. And he used to do like a bit cooler choreo, a bit more of a hip-hop edge, a bit more urban, so I was
a bit more urban,
struggling a bit.
Yeah.
Right, and next thing he comes in, he goes, do you want to learn the choreo to Get Out of My Way by Kylie? I went, yeah! I literally was like this. I was like slapping on the wall and then he broke the ballet bar and I was like, can't we please?
Who was it?
Jared Hageman.
Okay, I thought it was Claude May.
And everyone was like this. Everyone was like, what? What's that? And I was like, we're doing it. I was like, literally, we're doing it and no one's going to veto. Literally, we're doing it. And shut up everyone else because we're doing it because this is when. And then, get out of my way.
Do you remember it?
No, but you know the video and they're all like kind of very, like, taking your place.
It's
very,
so
like,
good.
It's so good.
No, that's not, and there's something in it. You know when there's something just in
when
a
there's
song,
something in it.
It's laced with crack cocaine and I love it. Yeah. Anyway, girlies.
Girls.
We're talking about film sets because this is coming out a few weeks after the premiere.
Oh,
but
yes.
I saw the Odyssey. Saw it last night with Jose.
Okay, what do we think? Because everyone's saying it's like
that movie
of the year. That movie.
It made me laugh.
It made me cry.
It made me scared. Look up Billy J. Mills' video. We talk about it all the time.
So,
when I say it was now, it's no Cheetah Girls 2.
I can't watch a 3-hour long movie. Sorry,
babe. A blabber snool, a blabber girl. Babe, it literally flew. Like, it flew for me. Everyone was like, oh, bring your face masks and, like, settle in for, like... I literally sat down and I was like, oh, is it over? I thought it was brilliant. It was told so well. I never got bored. Also, the acting in it's incredible. The sets... the Cyclops in it is a puppet. It's not even CGI.
Wow, yeah.
But
he's not a fan of CGI, Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, but is he just... like, now, I would say it felt real. Like, do you know when? Because obviously they're leaning into like mythology. So like.
Leaning in?
As in, it is mythology. Like so there's obviously like magic and shit. Like when Cersei's turning everyone into pigs and stuff. It's all.
Oh, does all that shit be happening?
Yeah, but it all happens in camera. Like they do it with prosthetics and props. But like it feels real because it's happened. Because I think even sometimes if the CGI is really good, your
taking out of it
is taking out of it a bit. Yeah,
I know what you mean. Yeah,
yeah. Whereas like because it's
now
all
I feel
done,
I should see it.
No, it was amazing. Anne Hathaway as well, girl. So good.
That actress
on the loom.
What's that?
The thing that she's basically her whole storyline is that.
So that's the thing. I'll have to do a refresher on the Greek mythology of it all.
Odysseus
and I loved Greek mythology.
Is gone. Like he's her husband.
She's playing
Penelope, and she's weaving his death like
blanket
shawl or whatever. And then when she finishes it, she has to claim the suitor.
Yeah.
So it basically means like she has to remarry and give the throne away. You know.
Right.
So that's her thing. So she learned how to loom traditionally. Like Anne did. She learned how to traditionally loom for the role, and
can I just say, in fairness to her, well done. Well, she also would have had the time.
She wouldn't, babe.
She would.
This year she done about, I say, 5 films, and she's pregnant. But obviously, the Odyssey was like a huge production. They used those IMAX cameras, and like when you're watching it, you are like, oh, obviously it's incredible to watch, and you really appreciate it. But then I was like, would I want to be on the set, or would my head be wrecked? Because
your head would be wrecked.
Because I think,
and I'd say they're all afraid to speak out about it.
Because each director has all these different crazy rules for their set.
But even beyond the crazy rules, like that whole IMAX thing, right?
Yeah.
Could you be fucking arsed?
I know.
And what, you're telling me because to so loud they have to design this thing to cover it all first of all,
yeah,
and then because they have to go so close to your fucking face that
you have to do the mirror setup.
You have to do the mirror setup, so you're not even looking directly at the actors through a mirror. Also, I can't get a booking to see it at the IMAX in London until September.
What?
Yeah. It's all booked out. My buddy Ian was like, oh yeah, I'm going to see the Odyssey, got a ticket. I was like, oh yeah, you're going to Westfield? And he goes, no, I'm seeing an IMAX in September.
Yeah.
And I goes, why are you telling me today? I don't care.
The only time I ever saw an IMAX film was with Kevin, and we went to see Dune. And we
was that IMAX?
Yeah, babe. And we got in
that was so stupid.
We got in so late that we had to sit up the front, and I was getting motion sickness. I was getting the gawk.
I didn't like it.
It was way too big.
It's a bit too cinema people wanking each other off.
No, I think if we were back a bit more, it would be incredible.
I did love, okay, you know me, I love feeling small. Pick me up, rugby player. But I did love the scale.
The scale was amazing.
But is it a bit...
No, we
obtuse
or
grotesque?
Yeah, it's a bit
gross.
It's a bit
it's a bit gross. Name of the episode.
It's a bit gluttonous.
It's a bit gluttonous.
It is.
Girls, will we ever be satiated?
Yeah, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
And
sometimes, guys, bigger isn't always better.
No, girls.
No, I would say I do want to see.
You know what I love? Those tiny little cute cameras that go on a keyring.
Oh yeah, and they get the like kind of pixelated things. Yeah, stunning.
And you're running around with your big wanky IMAX.
Have you used the camera I gave you?
No. It's getting its first outing. PJ got me a camera for my birthday in May.
A really nice film camera.
Because what am I going to document? All the work that I'm doing? I'm all for August. I will use it then. I have loads of nice things planned for August. I'm not taking that camera out on a regular night out or like just being like, hey guys, it's going to be used for like a holiday or a trip or an event or like even I kind of want to do like just a day down in like London Fields and do like
lovely
nice camera pictures because you told me yourself you're like now the film is expensive.
It is, yeah, film spending, girls, and I can't even imagine how expensive it must have been to shoot that whole film in IMAX, you know what I mean? But like that aside, the ridiculous like wanky like size of the film and like the scale at which he wanted to shoot it aside, he does.
You have to admire the dedication to the craft, I suppose.
And guys, like I know we're like taking the piss out of it. I ate it up. I thought it was incredible. Like I
didn't think. Did Jose like it?
Like John, yeah, we both were obsessed when we left. Jaws on the floor.
Okay, so yeah, aside from the fact that like it's this huge technical feat.
The thing I wouldn't like about being on the set, I think, is that when they have these weird rules, and I think it would be very Hollywood for me. Like, apparently Christopher Nolan, for the Odyssey, wouldn't allow Uggs on set because they were too modern.
Yeah.
And I was like, I still think I could play a good fucking gladiator and have my feet cozy in between takes, girl.
You know what I will say? as someone as well who actually had their first go at screen acting last week, more on that to follow later in the year. But the shoes is probably the one thing I get. Now, I do think it's kind of inherently misogynistic because typically the girls on sets, they're the ones who are having to wear heels for the day and the lads are wearing their flat shoe, right? So I do think the girlies should be given a break. But in the same breath, from a character perspective, the first thing you need to think about is, what way do I walk in these shoes? You know?
Okay.
What way, like,
but like
your footwear, right,
but
will actually completely dictate the way your character walks, how they hold themselves.
But you're putting on the fucking character shoes after. Like, it's just you're putting on the Uggs when you're
In
walking
between.
to your trailer, girl.
Yeah. Is it a bit much?
You're not that person who stays in character for the whole day, are you?
No, I hate that as well. I also think, now again, and I know, girl, she's only done the one gig, but the
but
phone,
now she's an expert.
but the phone will probably be off the hook in the aftermath,
After,
right?
yeah.
But like, I also think, girls, it's just another job. It's acting. Like, you as an actor as well should possess the skills from your training to be able to turn it on and to be able to turn it off. And I know some roles are more demanding than others. I like what Christopher Nolan, I think, is getting at with the Uggs.
Yeah.
Is like, it's just too much of a digression towards modernity. What the fuck did I just say there and all of that?
Yeah, but
you know what I mean? Is
but
it
we're
like,
not shooting the Uggs, girl. I'm just wearing them in my trailer.
I know, but does it just remove you from the world a bit too much? Same way, like...
But can I not have a cup of coffee? Can I not go to my fucking trailer? There's no trailers in fucking ancient fucking Greece either.
I get your point. Is it too...
No, it's stupid.
No, but like, you know, the way I do think, like...
But can I wear Crocs?
But no,
Just
but
not
like, you
Uggs?
know, like... But probably not. But they're wearing Uggs for the company. He probably means kind of like all slippers, because they wouldn't have been wearing slippers.
But then what? But I obviously have to wear my runners. Can I not wear my runners?
Girl, I'm not the one making the rules. I'm just saying I kind of understand. Like, I think there's a lot of directors who I know don't like people having phones on
That's
sets.
fair enough, I think.
Which I think, obviously, because there's a distraction element,
Yeah.
but also, like, I think it immediately removes you from the world.
Yeah, I think don't have your phone and stuff like that is grand.
But Uggs are, I think I'd probably allow Uggs. Also, wouldn't you feel like a langer, like, introducing the rule? Sorry, no Uggs.
You're like, why? Like, do you know what? I don't get the whole method acting of it all. Like, when people on film sets stay in character all the time. Obviously, like, if you're a professional pretender or whatever you have in your Instagram bio,
cringe.
You might be like, oh, PJ, you're not like a fucking seasoned actor, so you don't know. But like, I think people take it too far. Like, what's his name?
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah. Like Daniel Day-Lewis, when he was filming My Left Foot, wanted to stay in character in between takes, so made the crew carry him to set and push him around in a wheelchair.
So I heard, and it was actually happened to be when I was on set, on Daniel Day-Lewis, because obviously we're talking about Brenda Fricker, obviously passed away recently, R.I.P. And if you watch her acceptance speech for Best Actress, you'll see it actually comes as such a shock to her.
I seen her being interviewed afterwards.
But you know what? It's because apparently
the campaign was for him.
Well, not even the campaign, but everyone was just like, "Oh my God, isn't Daniel Day-Lewis amazing?
Yeah.
Oh my God, best thing that has ever been done. Is he incredible?" And she just wasn't getting a look at.
Yeah.
And then also, someone said that around the time he was shooting it, another actor was invited to go for lunch with him for, I don't know if it was a date or a business meeting or what, right?
Yeah.
But was told by his agent, but you'd have to feed him because he's staying in character.
That's a step too far, girls.
And your one just goes, absolutely fucking not.
No,
why am I
like...
going to feed him? He can fucking feed himself.
But also, like...
Sorry, and I don't get it.
And obviously, yeah, whatever your method is, but like, Olivia Colman there would just be having a skit with you, and then she'd be the best actress in the world in front of the camera.
But literally, I went to a screening of, was it The Lost Daughter?
Yeah.
With Ferk, because one of our buddies, he's involved with BAFTA, right? Went to the screening, and then, you know, afterwards, and I hated at a fucking Q&A, people tried to ask the wankiest, most intellectual questions.
Swats,
just so they can, or like, you know what happens as well? Not so much a question, just an observation.
Then sit down.
Shut the fuck up. It's a Q&A.
It's not QA an observation.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just shut up.
It's not QAO.
And this person goes, a question for Olivia. Just because the role you played, the mother, obviously was, you know, battling with huge emotional turmoil, and like really you were put through your paces. I just want to know like how you at the end of the day, you know, when you guys wrapped at the end of the day, how you took that character off, and how you just managed to maintain some sense of normality and like some sense of yourself when you weren't filming. And she goes, I promise you. She goes, and here I was going, is he for fucking real? And I was like, and I don't know, I was going to gear myself up for the worst, because I was kind of going, oh. And she goes, I don't know, the shot in Greece or somewhere.
Yeah.
She goes, I had a glass of wine, girl.
Yeah.
She goes, we're all filming in this gorgeous location.
Yeah.
I went down to the beach with Dakota Johnson, girl. We had a bottle of rosé.
Yeah,
Not verbatim. This is what she said, but she was like, I stopped doing it. But I'm an actor.
Yeah.
I turn it on and I turn it off.
No, I would say obviously like if you're playing a really like tragic tale, if you're like playing a character in a really tragic tale and you're like having to like cry on cam or do like a really like difficult scene where like you're abused or something, obviously that would be really hard at the end of the day, because as an actor you'd have to go there emotionally, so your body would feel those emotions. Yeah. So I do think obviously then you might have to have a method of like removing those emotions from you and being like, I'm not that person, that's just someone who I was playing. But I think the whole staying in character 24/7, it's also something only lads get away with. Only men do. Oh, like if a woman did that,
only the lads are doing the Stanislavski on it. Literally. I've never heard of a woman who's going, well, not to my knowledge, or like heard any of these crazy stories about a woman doing the method thing and being a full-time bitch, because that's what her role is. Yeah. And as well, it's because that if a woman was to do it, they would just say, oh, she's being a fucking bitch.
Oh yeah, she's being a diva.
Whereas a lad, it's like, doesn't he take his craft so seriously?
Oh, and the method, it's just
he's so committed.
Yeah.
Shut up, Jim Carrey.
Yeah, literally.
And I'm a Jim Carrey fan. I'm a fan of his work on his roles. Shut up, Jim Carrey. But also,
even like when Syph was doing research for this, we were like, find us like crazy things directors have done, and the list are just all men, because like
it's men.
Greta Gerwig is creating a fucking set that you want to be on, and like I feel like she'd come up and give you a hug after a take and go, girl, you did amazing.
But also, isn't part of the pull for me and why I'm kind of dipping my toes into this industry, it's the fun of it, girls.
Right, these are other crazy things that directors do.
Male directors.
Yeah. So Stanley Kubrick, right, he makes actors do 100 takes so that they can beat the artifice out of them. So he's like, oh, you're obviously acting too much, we're going to do this 100 times. Sorry now. At like take number 10, I'll go, Stanley Gerwig got it.
No, I remember when my speech and drama teacher made me do my poem like 6 times from the beginning, and I literally started crying.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, you're going to do that again, because I didn't believe it. And I was literally like, just let me go home.
But like, listen, like when he was shooting this Shining, he was really intense with Shelley Duvall, right? So like he made her cry on schedule for 12 hours a day, 5 to 6 days a week for 9 months straight, basically. Like during The Shining, like
that's abuse.
That's abuse, right? So one time he broke the Guinness World Record because he made her do 127 takes of that iconic staircase baseball bat scene. So he made her do that 127 times, setting a Guinness World Record.
But girl, after take 4, I'd be like, no.
But like she had to do it, like I think, you know, she was like the stress caused Duvall severe dehydration, raw throat from screaming, and caused her hair to fall out in clumps.
Yeah, is it any fucking wonder?
But then it says, weirdly, Shelley Duvall never spoke ill of Kubrick and said she learned a lot from the experience, but the situation brought up big questions about how much directors are able to get away with, which is true, like.
That's bonkers. I wouldn't be arsed. Also, I don't care what the check is.
Yeah. Also, like at the end of the day, right? Obviously, they're artists, right? Actors or whatever.
She'd have to get in the role because she's good.
Yeah, and also it's a job. Like you shouldn't have to like jeopardize your mental and physical health that much for a job.
Not at all, especially for acting.
Yeah.
Also, show me the 127th take and show me the 7th take.
Yeah.
And let me see what the difference is.
You know?
Because I reckon the average cinema goer isn't going, wow, that movie.
You see, it's all that bit that I get a bit cork with all that. Like, so
but that's good.
Yeah, but if I'm I'm like, what if I'm ever on set now for like, if we're doing a show or whatever, and then they're like, okay, PJ, just when you did that was really good. I want you to really feed it. I'll be like, okay, girl, just roll the tapes.
Roll the tapes.
I'll do my lines. And it'll be grand. You know what I mean?
I'd be so to work with certain people.
Yeah.
And I just wouldn't be able for it. Like, I get really annoyed.
I do think, like, the more we start doing stuff like shooting and like being on sets and stuff like this for different things, like, it can go one way or the other. Because, like, at the end of the day, then they just need to produce this show. So it is kind of like, you can make the set a really fun place and everyone can be having a laugh and be like leading with love and kind of like really passionate about it. Or you could be like, we just need to get this done and bang it out. And then the same product happens, but one of them is just way more enjoyable than the other.
But exactly. I know, like, even when I was doing acting when I was younger, right? And there were certain people who I didn't like working with just because I didn't think they were particularly nice people. I didn't like the way they worked. Also, like, you know, when I was a kid, you know, there was other kids in a production. I think there's a certain way of like dealing with kids who are, you know, just being introduced to an industry and are doing it for free, doing a show for free. They're doing it for the love of it. They're doing it like outside of school time. Like, I always say, anytime I used to go like dancing and stuff, as much as I adored it and I kind of potentially thought, I was like, girls, I'm also here for the social aspect.
Yeah.
I'm here to make friends. I'm here to have a bit of a laugh. And people be like, oh no, but like they get the job done and their work is great. I've also worked with people who have been the nicest people ever, who are great with kids, who have a laugh, and who do just as much of a good job. There's never an excuse for being an awful person. Same even with like teachers in dance college who, like, you know, were known to be a bit horrible.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but aren't they amazing? And like the work they produce is great. There's more people who are nicer people to work with who, and that's why I always say with us, right? Because you might be like, oh, divas or whatever, or whatever. We're nice to work with, and I think by virtue of the fact that anyone can get asked to do something once.
Yeah.
If you're getting asked back to do something a second time, that's how you know you did a good job the first time and you were good to work
Season 3,
with.
Help Me Buy a Home, girls. You know, but even that, like when we're on set, Help Me Buy a Home, it's fun. Like, I'm having fun. It's not like okay, guys, get in there now and do that. You know what I mean? Because as well, you could be like, some of it, I'm meeting with a lawyer and finding out about the housing crisis. You could be depressed off your head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You kind of have to like raise the mood a bit.
Surely the output is greater all around when people are happier. Isn't that like, I don't know, some theory about people's hierarchy of needs or something? I don't know.
Also, some directors have really weird quirks. Like, I think this one's actually quite cute from Steven Spielberg, because now it came from like not a cute thing. So he'll always miss the very last scene of his movies. Like, he won't be there for the last, when they're filming the last scene, because when they were filming Jaws, they were running over so much, and like there was so much stuff going wrong with like props and everything. He thought there was going to be like a mutiny within the set, so he took his leave near the end, and then he was like, well, that worked out, so now it's like his tradition to skip the last day of filming. Do you have any like traditions? You do. I don't really have any traditions yet.
So should we just start it?
No, but like before you go to do a show or like present.
If I'm doing a show, I always have to go for a shit before.
Okay.
I couldn't think of anything worse.
Drop the kids off at the pool and then go on.
So I just have to, because even if I don't need a shit, then if I'm doing the gig, I'll be like thinking about it. I'll be like, oh, do I have to shit? And you don't want something to take you out of it for even a second. I remember when back in my dancing days, I also was convinced, because you know, if you have a big poo as well,
you feel lighter.
You feel lighter, girls.
Yeah,
and I'd be like, well, especially when I was like doing leaps and jumps and like, you know, me back in the day, I was known for my box leap, my straddle. And I was like, think of how easier that's going to be minus the poo.
Yeah. You get an extra half an inch up in the air.
Or something.
You're more buoyant, definitely, post-poo.
We all love an extra half an inch.
And buoyancy. You know what I mean?
And the buoyancy.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think my thing is I always go, before we do any like live thing or for shooting, I'd go, PJ, pronounce your words. PJ, pronounce your words.
Yeah.
PJ, pronounce your words 3 times.
After that time meeting Cork off.
Yeah, basically we did a live show in Cork, and then Aidine's mum, she's German, very blunt, right? Basically she was like, fabulous show, PJ. Now you're very mumbly. Mumble. You need to pronounce your words. I was like, okay. So then since then I've been pronouncing my words.
We always have time for good.
You really do need to think about when you are articulating.
Well, it's just because we're from, right? Also, sorry, it's mad that I know so much about the Odyssey when I haven't even watched it. But you know, because nowadays, is it just because of social media? But like the press junkets for these things seem to be completely dialed up, and they kind of take over your feed for a bit.
But I think because it's a Christopher Nolan film,
Yeah.
it's huge.
Did you see a load of the people on set were dealing with seasickness because he had them all on that boat, but it's like a real boat.
Oh yeah, you see, I couldn't do it. I'd be getting.
But then they were
gawk.
living on the boat, were they? Because it was too much to bring the boat back into shore, so they were living on it for like 30 days.
Matt Damon was saying it was very physically demanding.
It was a lot.
Yeah,
But just because we're talking about boats,
yeah.
when it came to Titanic, James Cameron added again. So actors were forced to spend days on end in water tanks full of cold water, and many of them ended up with the flu. Girls,
Warm the water, girls.
join equity.
Yeah.
Join equity.
I'd either be like, you better warm this water, or I'm going for a little wee because I need a warm patch.
Yeah. He also battled the studio as the film's budget continued to skyrocket and the production went over schedule by 138 days, leading to explosive altercations between the filmmaker and studio heads. And at one point during production, a crew member spiked soup the crew was eating with the hallucinogenic drug PCP.
What?
Nearly 50 crew members were rushed to the hospital. Well, that wasn't on James Cameron, but it was still just something bonkers that happened.
Was that a disgruntled crew member? Like,
I wonder, was it because they were so like wrecked?
Yeah.
Or they're like, oh well, if a lot of people are high from this drug, then we
Yeah.
won't have to shoot today.
that's the one. Being part of these huge productions, I'd say would be mind numbing because, like, I remember when I was writing like ads for like Amazon Prime and stuff, Savvy Girls, but no, the ad was country. But like, we used to just have meetings about the most stupid things, and
Yeah.
the meeting would be about an hour and a half long, and I'm like, what is our life that I'm like talking about what colour the cups are going to be in
Yeah.
the scene for an hour and a half?
Is it even relevant?
Do you know? I just don't think I'm made for stuff. I like forward momentum. I like moving quickly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just think
yeah.
sitting having meetings about what colour the cups are going to be for an hour and a half, I think I'd be balling if that was my life.
Yeah. Just with all of this. And I know, like, ultimately, like you said, the movie was brilliant. So obviously...
No, it was incredible. So obviously, and you can tell that they thought about everything.
Was Tom Holland good in it?
I thought he was class. People are reading him. I think he was class.
See, there was something about, I think he thought his character was younger than what he was,
I thought he was brilliant.
which he only realised apparently when the movie ended. He was like, oh, I was playing like a, example, 16-year-old.
No, he wasn't. He was definitely a bit older in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just catching tails and ends from
No,
press
I thought
junkets.
he
And
was
Zendaya looks great for all the press.
Yeah, and like she's just going to serve the look. And
Law.
people taking the piss, being like, she just done what she doesn't do. But she didn't. Like, she was playing Athena. Like, she was preparing in visions.
But you know, she hasn't done any live theatre yet, and she's saying she'd be afraid to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I do think she's a fabulous actress.
Yeah, but the screen acting and
It's completely different.
live theatre acting. But you'd imagine people can do both, but like,
Yeah.
I suppose it is a bit different, like,
Different skill set, like.
different skills.
Zendaya, if I see a play, I'll send it on to you.
If you what?
If I see a play that I think you'd be good in, I'll send it on
send
to
it
you.
on, just
I'll send
as
you
a
on to a
reference
few.
point.
I'll send you a few auditions.
So that's kind of more or less it on people being a bit bonkers on set. And I just don't think there's an excuse for it.
I don't either. And like, obviously, like, I loved that film, but
That movie.
I don't think Christopher Nolan was crazy.
Yeah, he just had...
He just didn't want Uggs. He just has a
yeah,
vendetta again.
Yeah,
Like,
I
all-
think that's different to being crazy.
Yeah,
I don't think Christopher Nolan not allowing Uggs on set is absolutely, like, ridiculous.
Now, you, Christopher, if you're listening, because I know you're a fan of the pod, you did erase the whole fact that Odysseus was riding Circe's for about a year.
Oh, yeah, is there any mention of that?
No, you skip over all that, girl.
No mention of that?
No mention of the riding girl. And now we'll never have the baby they created to have the next story.
But also, is there something in what's been left unsaid?
Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, it's brilliant. You need to go see it.
I can't do 3 hours.
Oh, so you're actually never going to see it?
Uh...
But don't I love about you? At least you know yourself.
Yeah, I won't. I'll enjoy it for the first hour and a bit, and then I'll go. You know what'll happen? I'll think after the first hour and a half, I'll go, I've all that to do again.
Okay, I get you. Yeah, I get you. Yeah. Okay, but you won't know an hour has passed because you won't be on your phone or anything. You'll just be watching something. You won't be able to tell the time.
Girl, oh no. Oh no.
You're really in touch with your internal circadian rhythm.
I know. Yeah, like I'm. 3 hours is too.
Girlies, if you're a director and you're listening, just make your sets more nice.
Yeah.
Nice,
Make it better. And lads, stop method acting. You're not even that good. No, literally, you're not even that good. And you're just a fucking cunt. And everyone thinks you're a prick. And you literally have no friends outside of... And you'll drive yourself fucking mad. Apparently, oh my God, another story that I heard. Was it an Irish actor was doing... who was it? Anyway, won't name him. And you're lucky, because I'll name him. Was doing the whole method thing. And was like playing a prick. And was like... being the character outside of the set.
Yeah.
Was like continuing to do it. Oh, Austin Butler, he's another fucking prick who'll be... Shut up. Austin Butler, you're not Elvis. Anyway, but this Irish actor apparently was playing this character who was a bit of a menace, a bit of a prick, a bit of a gobshite. And then apparently one day passed on the street in Dublin, past this girl who he was doing the show with.
Yeah.
And pushed her. And she was like, what the fuck? And they were like, oh, he's method acting.
No, he's not. He's just being a prick.
No, he's... report him to the police.
No, I don't get it.
That's assault.
Yeah, no, guys. Shut it down.
Cop on.
Cut. Literally.
Literally, girls.
Literally, cut,
Cut.
girls. Bye.
Bye, girlies.
Bye.
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 Cut the cameras, dead
Cut
ass.
the cameras, dead ass.